In this video, we'll look at what's required to create an eCivis project, which will allow you to work on an application for a grant opportunity of interest to you. In Find Grants, let's say that I have found an opportunity that I'm interested in applying for based upon my specific search terms. In order to create a project from a specific grant opportunity, we'll click Save and Assign, and I'm going to choose Assign Grant to a new project. Department, it represents your agency. And for project, this is the project name. And for consistency's sake, we will be using the grant name that's listed in the opportunity, minus the characters that precede the grant name. These are created by eCivis. They call it the GN code or the grants network code. I'll copy everything after that. So the name all the way through the fiscal year, paste that in. I'll select the project lead. It's always a non-construction grant. For internal project ID and name, you'll notice these are not required, but you could choose to even use your PeopleSoft Financials project ID if it's helpful to your team. For project summary, this is an opportunity to input information to convey how you plan to spend the funds that you wish to apply for. But since I'm actually just feeling it out, I want to collaborate with my team. I just mentioned that I will fill it out later. For funding status, there will always be an application required for this grant. So yes, in grant status, again, I'm for this going to select under consideration, meaning that I would like to discuss it with my teammates and determine if this is a good opportunity for us to apply for. If you are beyond that, if you are ready to move forward to the application stage, which means based on the requirements of state statute that you need SBA's approval to submit your application, then you can select application preparation. So for now, I have under consideration, more information populated after selecting that, which included grant tags. These are required if there's an instance that what is in eCivis is not comprehensive for what you plan to apply for. For example, you plan to request that this grant opportunity pays for a new full-time employee, then you would need this specific form. If it is a sub-state transfer, so an agency is passing funds along to another agency and an MOU or memorandum of understanding was required, that would be another example. In this case, it's not needed, but grant tags is required. So I just clicked activity. I could input notes for myself and my team. I could even attach additional files, and I'll just click save. I did have a success notification, and it brought me back to the grant details page. To go see my new project, I'll go up to the grant management tab and select my projects and find a project that I just created for the correct department. This is your project dashboard. There are several tabs across the top for managing this grant and your application. There's a place to build out a project team, which we discuss in another video. There's that stage, since I selected under consideration, the application due date that auto-populated. I can click, I'd like to access details of this grant to be brought back to the opportunities homepage, and I can follow the breadcrumbs back to my new project. And when I'm ready to apply, that's another one of my available options. Select, I'll apply for this grant. And this application preparation grant status form is the equivalent of what used to be the FARF, F-A-R-F, or Federal Assistance Request Form that was required by SBA. So you'll notice we have projected award information. You can find based upon the grant opportunity itself, determining what kind of match, if there is one required, which also came from the grant opportunity. You can update those grant tags. Maybe after collaborating with my project team, I determined that more grant tags are necessary. When I'm ready, I clicked Save. Once I've moved to the application preparation stage, my available actions have updated, and you'll notice that there are also approvals that have been designated, which include these pending tasks down at the bottom. Check out the next video to see how you can move your request along different SBA approvers.